We're rolling.
Alrighty, we are here. 1931 Ford Coupe. We've already shown a video on this, but we've done lots more work. We don't have the rad back yet. I sent the rad out to have it fixed. One of the tabs on the bottom broke off, so I'm having that TIG welded. I do not own a TIG welder. Maybe one day in the future we just might have a TIG welder here. So we'll start at the front. Because this car had a 396 big block in it, I actually added a leaf spring inside here. There's about 7 1/4-inch leaves. It was for stock setup, but even the stock setup is a little saggy. So we added a trailer spring to give us a little bit more lift. We didn't quite have the clearance between the leaves and the tubular straight axle. We got most of the motor together. You saw it fired. We didn't really have a good exhaust on it. I still have to shim this lower pulley out. Get some longer metric bolts. This is a early 90s Vortec engine, and yeah, a lot of the bolts in it are metric, so I got to get some longer metric bolts. It's pretty much ready to go. Got do a little test driving on it, you know, around the neighborhood, you know, piss my neighbors off. We sandblasted the header pipes. They were kind of sad looking. They're for my 1952 Chevy pickup, but I'm letting this car borrow them for the time being. I did Mickey Mouse the pipes back on with the mufflers. We got all the fluids in it except the coolant. Still going to do an oil change. We're going to, once we get the radiator in it, we will bring it up to temperature. The oil that's in it is pretty clean oil. I figure I'll use it, flush out the garbage. Once we can run it for 20-30 minutes, bring it up to temperature, then we'll do an oil change. It's got brand new transmission fluid in it. The interior, we did a bunch of extensive work on the interior with a little bit of electrical. The steering, we kind of fixed up the steering. The steering had a clunk in it. Was just a simple case. The steering wheel bolts inside underneath were a little loose. Took them out, Loctited them. We chopped the seat down. We actually chopped the seat down an extra inch. We've installed electric units in the doors for power windows. This client likes to go to the drive-in, apparently, and having the key on the run position to have the stereo going, because that's how most drive-ins work now. They use an FM signal to pump the sound through your stereo from the movie, so we kind of had to eliminate all the stuff that turned on with the ignition and the auxiliary side, and hope that the radio would turn off with the key. It worked out perfect. Only took me about an hour to figure that out, but I figured it out. We got an electric pump pumping the fuel to the engine with about 7 psi. We're just kind of doing a little walk around the car. Obviously you can see that the car's got a lot of dirt on it. We'll give it a good wash. we'll give it a good wash. Sounds nice with the exhaust that's on it. A little bit loud. We got the drive shaft in. We got the drive shaft in. We got the trans fluid in. We put a chrome pan on the tranny. Chrome don't get you home, but it looks good if you're willing to climb under there and clean it. We did a bunch of rewiring of stuff. Just little things. We had to rewire in the fuel pump. We got it working on a system that works great. We've got the engine tuned. It's not tuned fully because you can't run it very long without the radiator. We're hoping that this one goes down the road in the next few days, you know, to a car show near you. We changed the, we got a drag link on the front end, and then we've got the steering box. We had a little bit of interference problem right here with the drag link and the steering arm. So I just swapped it down to the bottom of the steering arm, which gave it clearance. Once we get the radiator in it, there's going to be a little bit more weight, which will give it a little bit more clearance. I like to run my steering bars parallel, but a little bit of an angle is not going to affect it that critically. At least I hope so. We put a chrome high torque starter on it. Got the stock starter out of there. I did have to take it back off because it was hitting the flywheel, making a crazy noise. Found an actual shim for that starter and put it on. We're golden. Aside of that, until our next video, we're almost done with this project. We'll probably shoot some more. It's been exactly 1 week. We got about 60 to 70 hours into this project, and we need to move on. Sharp Customs, like, subscribe, comment. Till the next video. Later.